If you're searching for a 4-channel amplifier to send legitimate power to high-end speakers, look no further than the Orion XTR500.4, because this thing is a beast. I consider this amplifier a steal with a price tag of a little over $150. Orion rates this amplifier 90 watts RMS by 4 channels at 4 ohms, 125 watts RMS by 4 channels at 2 ohms, and you can also bridge it for 250 watts by 2 channels at 4 ohms. They even provide a birth certificate for 138 watts RMS tested at 13.8 volts at 2 ohms. Stay tuned in a few minutes for our amplifier power testing to see how accurate those claims are. Inside the box is an instruction manual. Hardware. Remote bass control with extension. Amplifier birthing sheet. And 4-channel Orion amplifier. The XTR500.4 is much more powerful than most 4-channel or 2-channel amplifiers, which on average only give out about maybe 50 watts per channel. The XTR500.4 is capable of 6, 5, 4, 3, or 2-channel operation, with a maximum power capability of 500 watts RMS into 2 4-ohm bridged loads. The amplifier is a beast and it's pretty heavy, so we opened it up to check out its guts to make sure it wasn't weighed down by rocks. Very solid amount of power supply transistors, output transistors, filtering caps, and nice toroids. Orion packed the XTR500.4 with a ton of adjustments for both sets of channels, including bass boost, 0 to plus 18 dB, phase, gain control, 50 Hz to 5 kHz high-pass filter, and 50 to 400 Hz low-pass filter. The XTR also has 2 sets of Tiffany-style RCA inputs to connect to your signal source, and a pair of RCA outputs to connect multiple amplifiers together. The amplifier features automatic turn-on high-level audio signal sensing. This amplifier also features 2 40-amp fuses, as well as 4-gauge power terminals. Be sure to check out our amplifier installation kits at qualitymobilevideo.com. And again, this is a Class AB amplifier, so it will be less efficient than a Class D, so make sure not to choke this amp with undersized power cables. And don't go below 2 ohms in stereo or 4 ohms in mono. Okay, let's test it out. The first test we ran was 2 channels driven at 4 ohms, 14.4 volts, 40 Hz. Orion rates the amplifier 90 watts RMS here. Our audio precision will generate our signal and measure distortion. Our HP8903B audio analyzer picked up 84.36 watts RMS, 1.02% distortion, and 18.2 volts of output. Channel swap. Our AMM1 read 76 watts, 18.3 volts on the Lumi, and we drew 19.9 amps of current. One kilohertz. Our HP picked up 91.6 watts RMS, 0.99% distortion, and 19.02 volts of output. Channel swap. The AMM1 read 74 watts RMS, 19.11 volts on the Lumi, and we drew 20.12 amps of current. Next, we went 2 channels, 2 ohms, 1 kHz, non-bridged. Our HP picked up 126.2 watts RMS, 1.02% distortion, and 15.7 volts of output. Channel swap. The AMM1 read 103 watts, 15.84 volts on the Lumi, and we drew 33.25 amps of current. Down to 40 Hz. Our HP picked up 113.3 watts RMS, 1% distortion, and 14.9 volts of output. Channel swap. The AMM1 read 99 watts RMS, 15.01 volts on the Lumi, and we drew 31.66 amps of current. Our final test was on frequency response. We used our audio precision to round each frequency. What I say, this thing is a beast. In just above $150, that's a steal. Definitely get this XTR500.4 for your high-powered 4 to 6 channel setup. Be sure to get all of your car audio and video gear with us today at qualitymobilevideo.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new, click that like button, join the conversation below, and thanks for watching.